So what I have in front of me is a LoRaWAN gateway from Rack Wireless, and it has a Raspberry Pi CM4 module inside. And what that means that I can SSH to it using SSH no ports. So we're going to do that. And it's connected over Ethernet and 4G at the moment, so it will use the Ethernet connectivity. So let's just do that. You can see here, this is the SSH no ports command. This is my @ I'm going from. This is what I'm going to. That's the device. Let's just scroll up. Rack1 is the name of the device. This is the rendezvous point that I'm using, and these are my SSH keys. And there we are, I'm logged in. If we do IPA, you can see there's the Ethernet connectivity that I've logged into, and life's good. Now, if I log out, what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to unplug the Ethernet cable. So there we go, Ethernet cable unplugged. And I'm going to just run exactly the same command. And the daemon that runs on the Rack Wireless device for SSH no ports, SSH no ports D, it will discover that the network's not up and running, and it will reconnect, and it'll reconnect over the 4G connection. So if I just run exactly the same command again, it will connect. It'll be a little bit slower, no doubt, because it's running over the 4G connectivity. But it will connect nonetheless. So you can see it's exchanging the keys, and boom, I'm in. If we do IPA now, you'll see that Ethernet connection is down. No IP address on the Ethernet 0. But this is where I'm actually logged in over the WWAN 0, and its IP address is actually the IP address I get from the MVNO's network, in this case, Zaret.com. And so, yeah, I can get in with SSH no ports. If you're using @signs connectivity for your application, then you'd still be getting data as well, which is very nice. Now, if I plug the Ethernet cable back in, let me just log out. I'll plug the Ethernet cable back in again, which is a bit fiddly. And there we go. We plugged it back in again. It will get a DHCP address on that network again, and it may or may not be the same. If we run the same command again, it will, the daemon would have noticed that the Ethernet's back up again. It'll get a new route, and we'll get connected. There we go, we're back in again. And if I do IPA now, you can see that Ethernet connector is up again, and we got the same IP address in this case, but it doesn't really matter as long as there's an IP address, it will connect. So there you go, there's SSH no ports using a Rack Wireless gateway and a Zaret SIM card. And no matter what connectivity we have, we're able to log in.